Okay, so after playing around with this game a little bit, because it's kind of different, I've come up with a build that so far I'm actually liking quite a bit. And I'll show you a little bit of it, but it's kind of it's kind of a reflect slash survival. Oh, we got Hogger, so I'll show you. Oh shit! First of all, we're gonna use Hammer Hogger. We're gonna judge Hogger. Now he's 11 elite. Then we're just gonna use our Sinister Strike and get as many combo points as we can. And then we're gonna prop recuperate. And then I'm gonna throw up renew. And so I should have a lot of heals coming in right here. You're gonna see these heals. 7, 8, 8, 7. He's doing pretty good damage to me though. I'm gonna hit another recuperate, another renew. So what we have here is pretty interesting. I'm actually digging it quite a bit. If you look at my build here, hold on a second. Let me get to a safe spot. Let me just start heading back to where the quest is. Have I finished the quest yet? Actually, I haven't, so let me just keep going. But the build is really based around kind of playing like my normal Protection Paladin, but adding some stuff that the Protection Paladin doesn't have. Obviously, the Protection Paladin does not have Thorns, so I've added Thorns. Protection Paladin does not have Renew. And a Protection Paladin, of course, does not have Sinister Strike or Recuperate. Those are really the key things that I've got that allow me to get quite a bit of healing. And of course, the healing is only going to get better. You know, as we get some different gear, maybe get some enchants, maybe get Skull Flame Shield. You know, we're going to get like crazy, ridiculous healing, right? So we get like 2 talent points. The problem is when combat ends, talent points dissipate, so that's a little bit of a pain. Let's try getting 2 mobs here. Oh, how about 3? So we're just gonna throw up renew right away. And see, I can't get recuperate up fast enough because my talent points disappear. Okay, so we'll get that one, then we'll judge. And of course, I've got Hammer of Justice as well. So if I really want to, I can just hammer this guy, like I did here. Get up some points, and proc recuperate. Next mob, we're going to judge. We're going to try to basically just throw up renew. And there you go. We took out, what, 4 of them? Well, maybe 3 or 4. Very good survivability build. High amount of survivability sustain. Very low downtime because we're not using a lot of mana. The only mana I'm really using is for my judgment and my renew. We could, as we add more abilities, we'll have to start looking at how we might want to, obviously get more mana regen. Keep in mind, when we judge with light, we're getting heals from that as well, so. So we're keeping a lot of ticking heals up pretty often. They're not like, I mean, as I train up too. Remember, in this version of World of Warcraft, which is really interesting, called Project Ascension, we certainly have a lot of variety. What's really funny is look at my player character window at the top left corner of the screen, and you'll see I have a health bar, I have a mana bar, I have an energy bar, and I even have a rage bar. It's because I have every possible resource available to me because I can be any class I want. I can also, all the class quests are available to me as well, so you can pick up all the class specific quests and go do those as well, which is interesting, and I still need to do some of those actually. And also they've added on these things to items in the game that are more specific to, like if you have a shield, they're assuming, oh, you might want to be a tank. So here the shield increases your threat by 50%, but it reduces your spell damage, which kind of sucks, and healing. So it's more about just holding threat. These pans, let's grab the buckler. So I really like it, Stratos, and I mean it was a little frustrating at first. I had to really play around with the talents quite a bit. Like if you go in here, oh, not there, sorry, here, and you can see on the right it shows the points that you've assigned. Like here I've got 3 on Combat Rogue, 2 on Holy Breeze, and so you can go in. You have to kind of play around with these. You click this, then you go to spells, and the ones that you can hear, it says, so I've learned Seal of Righteousness, right? Now, if I unlearn it, it's going to cost me some money, right? So if I hit unlearn, it's going to cost me 4 silver. So far, that's as high as it's gotten, is 4 silver per unlearn, which isn't that much. But I've got a pretty good build going, I think, right now that I really enjoy. You know, I've got Renew, I've got Recuperate, and I've got Sinister Strike, so I've got good damage coming with Sinister Strike and Judgment. And my Judgment of Light also is marking the target. So if I'm going up against a target, let's say level 20 right now, I don't think I'd have any issue killing him because of all the heals. I can actually get 3 heals coming back my way, 1 from Judgment of Light, 1 from Renew, and 1 from Recuperate. So that's 3 possible heals right now. So it's pretty cool. I'm out leveling the quests awfully quick, but that's just the way it goes. Like these are level 10, I'm level 15, so if I gotta go up and I judge this guy, right? And then I go ahead and hit a Recuperate and throw up a Renew. And now you can see I've got 3 possible heals. See, +7, +8, +7, +8. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, it's an incredibly survivable build, right? You can really not have any issues keeping up. And it's only going to get better. Now, I also have a weapon here, which is, you can get these weapons, like here, this one's improves crit strike. Also has some other abilities, like increases energy granted by your relentless strikes. So they've added stuff to the weapons and stuff in game that actually helps your different specs. And then there was something about, let me turn my music down because it's too loud. It's way too loud, sorry about that. There's also something they were talking about where you could kind of reforge your weapons, so you can kind of rework them. So that's really intriguing too, you know. Like here, let's say I go and just grab this one. Let's grab a bunch of guys up here, right? Now these guys, the problem is I can't really count on Recuperate too much because I just kill them, you know, I kill them too fast. The worst part about this, the one thing I would recommend to the people who make this game, who work on this, is to make your rogue points. What are they called? Bandits and Salons, I played a rogue. To make the dots for your rogue, you know, your energy, your combo points, to make your rogue combo points not dissipate when you kill a target. Like if I kill this target, I lose all my points, which really sucks. So, and I can't, of course it's fine when I'm attacking mobs that are like elites, it wouldn't be a problem. So here I'm going to pop Recuperate if I can. And I did, so I got 16 seconds. And so I got 13 seconds left on that heal, so that's pretty good. I can throw up a Renew here, and then I can just, you know, I can hammer this guy if I want. You know what I mean? I can judge him here, and so now I'm going to getting quite a few heals coming my way. If you watch my health, it should be going up, you know, pretty good. So it's actually, I'm really, here, let me get to the channel, damn. I'm actually digging it so far. You know, I'm actually digging it. Now, when you see me kind of glowing red, that's because I have Recuperate up, so that's when I popped my finisher. The thing I thought about was I thought about going into the warrior tree, right? So I thought about, well, I've got a paladin. The problem is if you go into a warrior tree, you're really kind of are really relegated to worrying about your rage. Now, I am still getting quite a bit of rage here. So what I've done so far with the warrior is if you go to talents, I've actually put, and if you go into protection wear, talents, I've maxed out my shield specialization. So right now I have an increased chance to block by 10%, and I have a 100 chance to generate 5 rage. So right now I don't really have a rage dump. So what I'm looking to do here is grab, sorry, let me hit the right thing, arms. I think it's under Fury. What I'm looking here is to grab Battle Shout. So the rage I'm generating by blocking, I'm going to use that rage to throw up Battle Shout. So I'm trying to look at ways to increase my strength And you see here I've got, you know, blessing of strength, blessing of might, sorry. And so we're going to get battle shout too. Now my stamina is, I don't know why my stamina is down right now. Oh, I've got this debuff. So right now we have, where's my, I don't really have attack power, I just have strength. That sucks. It's got to be here somewhere, right? Where's attack power? Increase attack power, well, whatever. So we see here I've got increased my attack power by 20. So we're going to use the rage I get from blocking to throw up battle shout. I may grab one more ability in the warrior tree. I mean, eventually I think one thing that you definitely probably should get is execute. So obviously execute's a fantastic ability. So also another thing that's really good when you're leveling is victory rush. Victory rush is nice because, you know, it instantly does quite a bit of damage, and it also heals you. So it's a good way to, when you're leveling PvE wise. So it's actually pretty good to give yourself a little heal. I don't think I might need that because of the fact that I'm really not going to have too much issue, I think, with my health. And you can see my damage also is pretty good. Sinister Strike is really good. Now, Sinister Strike is weak because I'm using a dagger. Obviously, if you're using a two-hand, Sinister Strike crushes. Hits very hard, but I'm not using a two-hand, but that's okay. I'm sacrificing that for more tankiness, you know? So yeah, it's actually quite awesome. Hey, this is not really Wild Bola. This is Project Ascension. And this is actually really cool, Bola. You know, let me explain to you what I'm doing. You're gonna laugh, Bola. This is so good. This is so interesting that I could see myself playing this outside of regular WoW. I have a kind of like a paladin here, right? That has Renew, has Sinister Strike, Recuperate, Thorns, and it's an extremely high sustain, very survivable build here. I don't know why these guys are just standing over here. Let's finish these guys out. They're bugged or something. Come on, you with your inventory's full. I have every resource in the game, Bola. I have rage, I have health, I have mana, and I have energy. Yeah, it is WoW, but it's a little different. It's a little different. And I just needed something to do while I wait. Although my girlfriend's mad at me because she went out to her friend's birthday party, and then she called me. Oh, I'm leaving. Do you want to go get dinner or something? Oh, shit. Speak of the devil. She's calling right now. All right, hold on. Bola. I'm gonna be grounded. She's at the store doing some grocery shopping, and yeah, when she gets home, I'll be pretty much kicked off the computer. I'm sure. She's already mad at me. She's mad because she knows I took off all next week. She's like, "Yeah, all next week to sit at home and play your game." He's like, "You need to spend time with me." So yeah, she's not too happy today, but it's all right. She's actually my girlfriend's really awesome, so she understands that I get. Look at this increase. I wish it would increase spell damage and healing, but it doesn't. It reduces it, which is kind of shitty. You know, but no, I muted the mic. You can hear me now, right? Yeah, I did mute the mic because she called. But anyways, yeah, actually, I'm really digging this. I think this is a really neat. It's still WoW, but it gives you a ridiculous amount of flexibility to build all kind of crazy builds. But I think obviously the best builds aren't going to be too crazy. You still have to have good synergy, right? And I think right now the build I have is excellent synergy because I've got Sinister Strike to give me more damage, but it also I'm not wasting those combo points. I'm using them on Recuperate, and then I have Rage that I'm going to be getting from blocking, but I'm not going to waste the Rage points either because I'm just going to use those for my Battle Shout. So that's actually what I need to look at and see if I can get that right now. Let's see if I can get Battle Shout. So if we go to Retribution Paladin and go to Spells, no, I think it's Holy. Holy, no, of course it would be Protection. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Warrior. Damn it, Julian. So my head's thinking about 1,000 things right now. Inventory is full yet again. All right, let's... Man, my inventory is always full. Why is it? Okay, there we go. We're going to have to change that key binding. This shield, is it better than mine? Mine's 206 block. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, this is like 10,000 times better. Let's take a look at my block right now. It is at 11%. Dodge 7. Ooh, my dodge is actually quite high. Wow, 7.28. The other thing I've thought about doing, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do yet, is Amber is not my Amber is not a gamer, so it sucks. Yeah, Destardos, I mean it's cool. I think if you just try to take it a little slow at first and not be too crazy. Like at first I was trying to basically spread abilities across a lot of trees, but I think you really have to pick one tree where you're going to do one class where you're going to pick most of your stuff, and then you're just maybe sprinkling in a few things. Like I'll probably try to sprinkle in counter spell, how good's that, that's going to be awesome. So, and I'm also going to try to toss a taunt in. So taunt, counter spell. I would like to do charge, but I don't know if I'll have enough points. But right now I am increasing. Like if you go to here, like I said, and you go to the warrior, right, and talents on protection, you'll see that I maxed out shield specialization. But man, that increased my shield block by 10%. That's fucking huge. 10%? Are you kidding me? That's absolutely, crazy. So now if we go back to arms warrior, spells, okay, then it's fury warrior. Spells, this is what I want to learn right now, but I don't have enough to learn it. It takes 2. So I can get to level 18. But as soon as I get to level 18, I'm going to learn Battle Shout, which will give me more attack power. And then eventually I would like to learn Execute if possible. There's lots of things you can learn, but I think you don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of like I was going too much. I was trying to get the protection talent. I was trying to get warrior stuff and shadow free stuff and paladin stuff. I actually wanted to get like devouring plague and the thing is if you're gonna do anything with the warrior with rage, you don't even want to bother with bubble. I mean, priest bubble is so powerful, but if you're going to do anything along the lines of being tanky, like trying to make a tanky build, Priest Bubble Sprinter is going to go right out the window because you're going to be grabbing stuff from the warrior abilities, and then, they need rage, and Bubble's preventing you from getting any rage. So Bubble's just right out the window, which is too bad because I'll throw Bubble in there at the end, maybe, because it's still like an oh shit ability, like, oh my god, I'm in trouble. You want to throw a Bubble up just to mitigate a lot of damage. And it wouldn't be bad either if you're doing AoE. If you're AoE farming and you're doing a lot of like Paladin reflection type stuff, you can still throw the bubble up just to mitigate a little bit of initial damage while you get everything set up for your reflection crap that you want to do, So it's just one of the things. We'll have to see where, you know, how much. How do I have any room in my inventory for any of this shit? Let's get rid of. Let's just head to the next area, and there's a vendor right over here. I keep forgetting. Yeah, but actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I wish my Ember was a gamer. I mean, she does play games, but I will be in Discord on Monday. Yeah, I'll be on Discord up until once the game. I'll be up in Discord for a while. Like during the day, I'll be in Discord just to as I'm hanging around waiting for the servers to go live, and I'll be in Discord at 1 p.m. when we move our characters over to Westfall. And then when the game launches, I'm going to be in Discord just because I'm still anticipating that we might have trouble getting in, even though we're going to Westfall. Maybe we won't. Westfall should be pretty slow, I would think. So we should be able to get right in, which would be awesome. So we'll see. Look at this. This has a blue. It says blue. Equip. You have a 2% chance to disarm your opponent when hit by a ranged or melee auto attack. Look at that. Now, I'm not using a lot of auto attacks, though, but look at that kind of interesting blue abilities. It's super cool that they're throwing these bizarre abilities on items. Whoever put this together did a great job. And they've been doing this for like 3 years. This project's been in development for like 3 or 4 years, so it's... I think it was still in beta in late 2017. I don't know when the final release came out in 2018. I will be in Discord on and off. Yeah, I'll try to pull up your I'm going to try to pull up your stream too, so I can watch a little bit of your stream while I'm doing my stream. Well, I mean, we'll see. I need to buy another monitor. My other monitor died. I actually, like I said, I might have some more monitors just lying around, but when we've moved like 3 times in the past like 2 years. And over that time, I've kind of just thrown stuff away, you know, literally thrown monitors away, like 20-inch monitors that were still worked, but they were just old and kind of beat up, you know, and they were a little bit thicker and heavier. Whereas this new monitor I have right now is just, it's like a feather on my desk, you know. The one thing I'm wondering about with these things in my inventory is if these can be disenchanted or like or sold, or I don't know. There's an ability they said in the game that allows you to kind of rework these stats. Like, see here, I've got this Grizzly Buckler has equip increased threat, but someone said there's a way to, and I need to Google it, a way to kind of rework that and like change it to something else, you know, which would be cool, like increase damage, or I would just like it to increase my block rate. I don't really care about threat, you know. Just let me block more. I think I've got a mail bracer, didn't I? That's cloth. There's a lot, and like, look at this. It's a gray staff, but it has a green effect on it. So really neat. I really like what they've done with this. That's what, 76 armor. That's like, yeah, it's like, here's another one, you know. So there's a lot more usable items because of the effects they're putting on them, like blue items, white items that have interesting effects. You know, look at this one. Increases your total intellect by 1%. Increases spell damage done and healing done. Pretty sweet. You know? And they've done a pretty professional job. The server runs great. The launch of the loading screen is very pretty to look at. All of the little icons here are pretty neat. You know, when you pull this up, it's a pretty usable interface. It's a little cluttered, you know, but it's nice. It's not bad. It's definitely usable. There's the male one. Actually, let me buy that sword back. This is 6.8 damage. This is 6.8. Improves critical strike rating. Both of these improve critical strike rating. Get rid of some of that stuff. Like, here's a level 15 mob, and I am level, what, 16? Now watch how easy. I should be able to take this guy out pretty easily. Because here's just a 3-point recuperate. And you can see, I mean, if this was a regular WoW, I'd be taking a lot more damage, but because of all the heals I got, you know. I got 2 green items off of that guy. Yeah, actually, Amber's gonna be home pretty soon, so I'm gonna jump off the stream when she gets here. Did I? Yeah, I grabbed this one. Cool. There was a block. So you see my rage is already at 100%. So generating rage doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. If I had charge, I'd really be generating a lot of rage, you know. So I really need to get that battle shot, but I got to get to level 18 before I get it. So do I have any quests? I have 1 quest. Yeah. This is a lot cooler than the WoW we're going to play, Bolo. I mean, it is and it isn't. The WoW we're going to play is more standard. But this is actually pretty cool. I mean, for someone who wants to just play more solo, I mean, the people are raiding and stuff. Like, a lot of people. I've seen a lot of posts of people doing, you know, like some raids and doing some sort of events. And said the server was full, but I still don't see... I'm still not really seeing anybody here. So if it's full, I don't know where everybody is. But you level really fast, so it's possible there's just not that many people leveling. They're already, you know, all level 60 and in the level 60 areas, wherever those are. But because of its wide open system, you can use a wand, you can use a bow, you know, just use anything you want. The one thing I don't have is a heal. I actually plan on getting the Shaman's Healing Wave. So if you go here to Restoration Shaman, I actually am planning on picking this guy up eventually. Just for leveling. Although once you get to 60, I don't think I'd need it so much. Maybe, I don't know. But I think that's a pretty decent one to pick up, Healing Wave. Interesting. All right, so that's done. And then it's another thing that's really strange is you have these abilities that you can just put wherever you want. Like if I'm going into a fight and I think I need more health, I can just knock this up all the way, right? And now I've got 561 health. Now my strength's a lot lower though, so I'm not going to hit so hard, but I've got a lot of stamina. So it's kind of interesting. I need to hit a trainer, so I've leveled up a lot, and so what I haven't done is hitting the trainer. There's these little books, and there'll probably be one over at Sentinel Hill. Let's find out. These little books that literally float in the air. I think they're by like major hubs, or maybe by like mailboxes or inns. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if we can find one over here at Sentinel. There's these little books that float in there, and you can interact with them to level up. Because as you can see, my renews only rank. Let's see. And then the other thing is like that they've got these buttons at the top because you could have so many different trees here. Because see, I've got the Druid balance. I've got skills from combat, rogue combat, holy priest, holy paladin, retribution paladin, and protection paladin. But if you look at the holy here, I've only got renew rank 1, so I think by level 16 you probably have renew rank 2. And some of these other ones as well might be available to train up. And I went 9 out just for the hell of it. But I mean, honestly, I don't know if the racials are still there for the human, which gives them better, you know, hit. But I just said screw it. I felt like being a 9 out. And also, well, this is the worst thing about playing this game is I can fix the problems with the protection paladin. You can fix it. I can give myself a taunt. I can give myself shield wall. You know what I mean? You can basically make the most amazing protection paladin, tanking paladin in this game, which is kind of sad because, you know, I wish it was in the regular World of Warcraft. I don't see any of those floaty books though, which is kind of, I don't know where they are, you know. Where did they go? No, don't make this in my home. All this shit's... What kind of belt do I have? Not as good as that one. Where's the floating books? Read some books! Where are the floating books? Oh, and they've got a Hero's Call board over here. That's interesting. I don't remember that ever being in Westfall. This is the Wrath of the Lich King version of World of Warcraft, but I still don't remember that being there. It's kind of strange. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's on it. Oh, these are like Scourge Invasions. What is this? Swift Thistle. They want me to gather Swift Thistle for some reason. And everybody in the game is considered a hero, so for some reason or another. Hey Mason, yeah, if you go to the high risk server, since I'd never played this before, I chickened out, and I just went to the non high risk. So I mean, I can PvP. I think I'm PvP flagged all the time, but I don't lose items. But if you play on the high risk server, yeah, if someone kills you, they can a chest drops, and when they open up the chest, it'll have a random item from your, maybe 1 or 2 random items from your inventory, which is actually pretty cool. But I didn't want to do that on my first time actually playing it. Anyways, I'm gonna cut the stream out here in a second, guys, just because I know my girlfriend's coming home. I'm gonna cook some burgers and make some lunch, late lunch or dinner, I guess. Yeah, I know. It's killing me waiting for Classic. This is certainly really cool, and the MMO that I've always wanted to create on my own, the game I'm working on myself, which I'm not working on a lot, but when I do get my ass and lazy ass off the, you know, and start working on it, an open system is what I would be creating. It wouldn't be this easy though. In this game, it allows you to basically, you know, just pick from a big pool of stuff, and the way I would do it is you would have to actually discover those abilities somehow. They wouldn't just have them. You wouldn't just say, oh, now I can suddenly do corruption. Well, how would you know anything about that ability or how to cast it or what regions it needs or anything at all about it? You know what I mean? So anyways, let's see if we can find one of these floating spell books. I don't know where they are. Where are the floating spell books? That might just be near the trainers, you know. That's probably what it is. So we're going to have to go into a place where we actually have a trainer. Let's head to Cathedral Square. Let's head to the cathedral. You don't see too many Night Elf warriors, but I'm kind of a hybrid. Warrior, paladin. Never seen a Night Elf with the Judgment of Light. Not in the Wrath of the Lich King, I don't think. Or no, did they add it in Wrath of the Lich King? I can't even remember. They probably did. But still, it wasn't. I don't think a Night Elf could play it. See, it says, greetings here, welcome to the Cathedral of Light. So they actually changed that, because normally it would say, like, greetings paladin, or greeting rogue, or whatever class you were. Level 17! Seems to be a quest over here. Yeah, so see, Blessing I might rank 2. But there, I don't know where those spell books are because I don't want to have to run to every trainer. You know, it's like, oh, I got to go to this trainer to learn that. So that's kind of weird. Okay, this is the resurrection quest. I suppose I could learn first aid, but let's not worry about it right now. So now if we go to here, and I think if we go to Fury Warrior, we should be able to learn this now, right? So now we have Battle Shout. Actually, let's just put it here. But anyways, before I do anything else, I'm going to get off because I want to start getting this lunch ready or dinner ready for my girlfriend. She's already mad at me. But yeah, this is a really interesting take on WoW, and I actually really like it. I think it's I mean, the open system I've always been a fan of, like Skyrim, where you basically just get good at whatever you learn, whatever you do. If I use a bow, I get good at a bow. If I use fire magic, I get good at using fire magic. But what I would like to see in MMOs is that you actually have to do something to learn fire magic. You have to find some sort of scroll that maybe you have to read, and maybe you have to, there's a percentage. The game I would create would be highly dependent on, you know, on random RNG. It would be highly dependent on RNG. And people would hate it but they would also love it. You know what I mean? Like, for an example, you would find a scroll and you would read it, but behind the scenes, the game's going to roll a calculation and determine if, you know, maybe the calculation rolled between a 98 and a 100, and that meant that your fireball spell, you learned fireball, and the damage of it was 200 to 225. But if maybe the behind the scenes, the RNG roll was like a 50, the damage might be like 175 to 195. So even though maybe you and the next other person found a similar scroll and read it, one person's might be a little bit better than the others because they had a better understanding of it. Now, that's all RNG based, so I can understand a lot of people don't like that, but it just gives a lot of variety to the game, so that's kind of probably the way I would do it. Where are these damn floaty books, man? I saw them. Shit. I thought I saw them at Goldshower. I thought for sure there'd be some in Stormwind. Because those books, maybe it was by the... No, yeah, it was. It was. I saw one over here by the Griffin. I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like because I don't think you can learn from here. I think you have to communicate with one of these spell books. Did you say that all class quests are available? It looks like yes. If you look in my... I've got 2 Paladin class quests. I've got a Rogue class quest, a Warlock class quest, a Warrior class quest, a Mage, and a Mage class quest. So it looks like all the class quests are open to you. So yes, I could be a Night Elf riding, I'm assuming, a Warlock mount. Or something, you know what I mean? Depending on whatever the requirements are. See, now that book's not here, but I'm telling you, it was here before. So I'm a little confused about that. Like, so what did I learn? And I just left the fucking cathedral too. I want to hit the priest trainer. I don't understand. Why was the book there and now it's gone? I mean, I know there's got to be other things I can learn. I'm on Renew rank 1 and I'm level, like, what? Level 17? I would think by now I'd have Renew rank 2, which... And I've only got Sinister Strike. Well, I got Sinister Strike rank 2 from one of those books. Read some books! Parkour! Parkour! Oh, failed parkour. Parkour! Parkour! Yeah, successful parkour. Yeah, it certainly is interesting. You know, you can see here I'm a night elf and I've just casted Seal of Righteousness, right? Now I don't have Enrage. But just getting hit, I build up enough rage to easily, you know, use my battle shout. I need to fix that key binding too, so let's do that. That is bottom left. I'm going to go ahead and just hit the priest trainer here and see if I can learn renew maybe. See, and there's the renew rank too. So that's one thing that's a little bit interesting. Now, does it automatically upgrade it? Probably. Oh, it's a macro, so no. So let's go to macros. It was only healing 8 or 7, so let's see what it does now. I don't have any damage. It has 16. So yeah, twice as much healing. And this is weird because I can go in here and just say, oh, you know what? I want to knock this down to, like, I got plenty of health. Like, I just knocked my health down to 442. Let's knock my intellect out, right? That's kind of cool that you can change your stats at any time, and it doesn't seem to be any negative connotation. It's not like they're charging you any money or anything for it. So that's pretty interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, this is a fun game. This is the only... I've seen other types of games like this, but this is the one I've ever seen that's actually definitely worth playing. They've done a really good job. I'm not sure what this is. This is just the help. I wish I could get rid of this thing. Oh, it did go away. Thank God. And this you can move around. I just lit it down here. We can move it over a little bit maybe. And this is my energy and rage bar. Let's go ahead and dump some stuff in the bank. Is that what it is? Book of Ascension. You know what? Is that... Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? Hold on a second. No, that's just like a guide. You said it seems like it's a book. Is an item from their shop, which players can then spawn into the world. What? Oh, so they show it to you in the beginning just to get you like wanting it. Because yeah, what it does is it lets you train anywhere. Like you can train your skills anywhere without having to. And since I've got skills from all these different branches, you know, you can see here, I actually have protection. You know, all these different abilities. But I think I've done a good job of coming up with a build that I think is actually really, really usable and actually quite fun. So anyways, that's it, guys. I'm going to shut this down. And I will check you guys later, and we'll be playing Classic WoW pretty soon. Have a good day. Have a good Saturday. Peace out.